Today is Monday, 15th of June 2026, where the second flight of Nigerians voluntarily willing to return to Nigeria was scheduled to take off. But as you know, there was a communique released last night by the High Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Consulate General. And a lot of people have been thinking probably it is not a real message, but unfortunately, that is true. The flight scheduled for today would no more be taking place because of some reasons. But the officials at the High Commission is going to address Nigerians to let Nigerians understand what the issue is. I'm just here to let you know that contrary to what is flying around, that the federal government has cancelled the flight is not true. The federal government has not cancelled the flight. The flight is still going to take place. It is just some administrative misunderstanding that has caused the delay. As you know, the High Commission of Nigeria got the list late from the Home Affairs of South Africa practically on Saturday night, and they started sending the message Saturday midnight and Sunday. But unfortunately, because of the time frame, Air Peace is unable to make Monday. But like I said, the officials are going to address the crowd outside. The crowd outside is massive. There are a lot of people outside, and in fact, there are still a lot of people, despite the closure of the screening process, there are still a lot of people outside wanting to be screened. And if you can see behind me, there were some people that their screening were not completed on Saturday. They had gone through their police screening and they're just left with the immigration screening. And the immigration is here, so they're just going to conclude that, and then we'll take it from there. But with the information I'm hearing, more than 5 flights are fully full, and that is the situation current now, So, yes, I'll see you on my next video.
Once again, welcome to the Nigeria High Commission, Pretoria. And I'm sure that we are all here because we want to go back to Nigeria. Some of us that have been screened and messages have been sent to. I am here to address you that the flight we are expecting today will not be able to make up, will not be able to make it to the country because of some logistic problem and some issues around clearance. If you notice, we sent messages to you yesterday to come because we were expecting the flight and we knew we would be flying today. But unfortunately, late in the night, we received messages from Abuja that the flight has some logistic problem and then the flight will not be able to make it. And it is better that we allow them sort out the logistic and the challenges around than put you in a flight that could become another thing or that could be delayed there or grounded there because of that. And again, even here, there are some issues around clearance. Is that okay? That is why we sent forth that note yesterday that please, the flight will not be able to take off today again, as assured. Then, what I'm going to say to you is please be patient. We are also with you. We want you to go back to Nigeria. The authorities back home, they are sorting out the challenges around the flight. And as soon as we have information that the flight will be ready, we'll get back to you. We are sorry. The federal government is sorry. The High Commission is sorry. You should know that we are here to work for you. And you could attest to it that for some days now, we've been here trying to do screening, trying to get the logistics so that you can go back home safely. And don't forget that the first flight had already gone. That is to tell you the readiness of the federal government of Nigeria to return you home. Actually, 5 flights were lined up to carry you. One has successfully gone. But around this time, there were problems. Even as at yesterday, we were here working with the hope that you people will leave. Don't forget, even the list, we did not get the list from the Home Office, those who will be going. We got the list late on Saturday night. And that was why we came here yesterday to work around the clock to ensure that those who are on the list, they go back home. But unfortunately, like I said, there are logistics problems around the flight. And they are already attending to it at the highest level, even at the presidential level. At the presidency, they are addressing such crisis. So please, I want to implore us, be patient. The flight will come. Be patient, the flights will come. You will be, for those who have been registered and cleared, you will be transported back home.
Thank you, sir.
You will be transported back home. But the time, like I said, these are situations beyond our control here. And these are situations also the authorities at home, they are attending to. Logistics problem, like I told you, around the flight. Then here also, some level of clearance and the rest. The flight cannot just come here without clearance. So please, I want to beg you, I want to implore you that the federal government is out to protect your interest. The federal government understands your plight, and the federal government, they are working on it. So what I will tell you is, please don't let anybody give you any narrative. No narrative. They are working on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is concerned about your welfare. Is concerned about the situation, and they are working around the clock. What I can say is that maybe even before today, we could get results, and we'll pass it across to you. Maybe. And if nothing is coming today, tomorrow you should be able to have it, or we'll issue press statement. But all I can ask you, employees, that please just be ready. It can be anytime. They are working on it seriously. It can be anytime. And the reason why you have not seen the head of mission here, that I'm representing him, is because he's in Nigeria also, working around the clock to ensure that the flight comes here, and all of you are, especially those who have been screened, and all of you go back to Nigeria. Please hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on.